Good morning. I want to share something with you guys. This morning we got up and I was doing my walk with the kids and stuff, and I got back and Charlotte started screaming, "Mama, look, there's a big, huge turtle." And so we went looking at this big, huge turtle. And this turtle has 3 or 4 big holes. Somebody has drilled some holes in this turtle's back. And the turtle, no matter what direction we try to get her near the water, because we knew that she was going to lay some eggs. It was time to lay some eggs. But we wanted to get her closer to the water so she can lay them on the bank, not in the grass, because we knew if there were these eggs were laid up here on the land, that it'd be danger of them getting trampled on. And so we thought we could try to get her to move directions. We chased her, we picked her up and tried putting her near the water, and we thought we had helped her get near water. But as I was doing chores, I come out and Charlotte's saying, "Mama, look, the turtle, she made her way all the way from the water over into this field over here. I'll show you in just a minute." And so as I was sitting here just watching her, the Spirit of God began to speak to me. This turtle, she's a big old turtle, so she's an older turtle, but she's been wounded. The enemy she's got her wound, she's got some scars on her, but she did not allow anyone to thwart her destiny. God impregnated this turtle. We know one time a year this turtle lays eggs. She did not let the enemy, which I'm speaking of us, she did not let no one thwart her destiny. She knew what she had to do. She had to get and do what God put inside her. Put that seed of greatness that God planted inside of this turtle. I know this may sound strange, but the Spirit of God began to speak to me. That destiny is inside of us, that He's impregnated each and every one of you that are watching this. You may have some wounds, you may have some scars, the enemy has come against you, you may be older, and it may look like you're never going to reach what God has for you, the full potential. But God says, if you just hold on and persevere, this turtle persevered, and she got over here, and she's over here, and she's digging. She is doing, she's fixing to give birth. Now, we as women, we know how it hurts to give birth. We know it's uncomfortable. We know right before we give birth is the most pain. So this turtle is over here, and she is digging at this ground. She is using her tail, her back feet, her front feet, using her head, doing whatever she's got to do. And the Spirit of God was speaking to me and said, you got to dig some ground. There's some grounds that you've not been willing to dig up. There's some things in your life that you've not been willing to allow to come to surface, says God. And it's time. It's time to begin to dig up those things. Begin to dig them up again. Begin to dig them up and bring them before God. Because before the birthing can come, this is a time of transition, God said. You got to dig. You got to do whatever you got to do to bring these things to God. To let go of some things that you're holding on. We got to persevere. You got to push. You got to use all of our efforts. We have to do, because the enemy is trying to stop us from giving birth. Just like we were trying to get her near the water. We're not the enemy, but we were getting her off of her track, And she did not allow us to thwart her destiny. She didn't allow us to stop her from doing what she's doing. She is over there. She is pressing. She is persevering. She is digging with all of her might, because she knows that God planted a seed of greatness inside of her, and it's time to give birth to it. God says it's now time to give birth to what I've put inside of you, placed inside of you. You just got to be willing to push. Be willing to dig at some things. You got to be willing to dig. You got to be willing to do what you got to do in the natural. You got to be willing to go forward. Quit looking at the wounds. Quit looking at everything coming against you, and press into destiny. Press. The transition time is here. It's time to birth forth. It is overdue, God says. It's overdue. This mama is ready. She is ready to give forth these eggs. She's going to have not just one, but turtles can have 100 eggs. And this turtle is working with all of her might, all of her energy. And it's time for us to be working. Time for us to be working. And time for us to allow God to birth, to press. God's already put it inside of us. Our job is to allow it to come forth. Before it can come forth, we have to dig up some ground. We got to put an effort into this. It is time, because destiny is right before you. Quit looking at your scars. The turtle could say, "Oh, I'm old. And natural, she can say, oh, I'm old. Because she's a big old turtle. Oh, I've got somebody has literally took this turtle and drilled holes into her. She could say, oh, the enemy has tried taking her out, but he wasn't able to. Just like you, the enemy has tried to take you out, but he cannot, because God has put a seed of greatness on the inside of you. Destiny is right ahead of you, says God. It's time for you to press. Quit looking at the scars, quit looking at the pain, and press into destiny and allow the pregnancy, the thing that God is birthing inside of you, to come forth. Because it's not just for you. It's for the broken, the hurting, down. It's for you. Your pain is going to bring deliverance to other people. Your pain is going to bring salvation and healing to other people, says God. It's been a hard season. It's been a rough season. But we got to get our eyes off of the pain and get our eyes on the destiny, the birthing. It is time. Transition is here. It's time to bring this forth, says God. And I want to take you over here. I want to show you, I want to show you this turtle. It is crazy. It is crazy, but it is massive. You know, to me, sit here and watch this mama turtle. So I'm going to flip you away from me for a minute. I'm going to flip you away from me, and I'm going to show you this mama turtle. If it'll let me. Nope. It's not letting me. So I'm going to walk over to it. I'm going to show you. The mama turtle is right over here. You see her? She's digging. She's so pregnant with a promise, so pregnant with something that God has planted inside of her, just like you. But do you see that mama turtle over there? She's working with all her might, digging with her feet, her tail, her head. She's not even paying attention to her surroundings. She's not paying attention to what's going on. She just knows there's destiny inside of her. She knows there's a seed of greatness that God himself planted inside of her, and it's time to come forth. You see that mama over there? That's you guys. That's us in the natural. Do you see that? That is you and I, my friend. It is time. It's time to press through this transition period. Time to press through, because the birthing is here. You guys be blessed, my friends. Be blessed. I know it's a strange message today and how the Spirit of God spoke to me, but it was so for me. It was so for me, and I know it's for you as well. And so, Father God, I just pray that everyone hearing this message, Father God, the ones that need to hear it, that you will open their ears and their hearts to receive it, Father God, that they will press through. They will get their eye off the scars and all the pain, God. And the enemy is trying to get people off track, but they got to press through. They got to know and keep going forward, says the Spirit of God. Keep going forward. You know which way to go, says God, and just go forward in the things of God. Press through and allow this process to come forth. Father, I just plead your blood. I thank you, no weapon formed shall prosper. And I thank you that seed of greatness, Father God, that you have put inside them for their form their mama's bellies is coming forth. God, destiny, it's time now. It's time. The transition is here. It's now time. They've been in transition. You've been in transition, says God. It's time to birth, to push that thing, to walk into your destiny. Be blessed, my friends.